Hello, biodegradable man. This is the last video to you. I hope you appreciate the attention that you saw it being delivered, and I'm perfectly happy with the way it went. And I want to make this video to tell you, more or less how I really feel about this, because someone like you involves a lot of this crazy emotional maneuvering. So I would like to tell you how I think it sits now in video before I go back merely to comment replies, which are by necessity limited, especially on YouTube. Now, I've not been able to figure out whether you are just trying to annoy me by mischaracterizing me and then criticizing me based on those mischaracterizations, or if you really have this whipping boy in your head and you're projecting it out on everybody. Not sure. Often it's a mix, like there's the whipping boy and that's what you use, but it's really used because you think you know how to get someone's goat, like you think you know how to piss off relativists. But I'm a materialist first, I believe in science first, and my relativism is only based by that, so any relativism that contradicts reality, that is, contradicts physics rather, I don't accept. So I'm kind of maybe a different sort. Though what you projected is so simplistic, it really, nobody could match it. If you ever found a good match, you'd still be whipping your imaginary whipping boy, not them. But it is, I can't figure out which of those two things it is. It's basically either you are being insincere in what you think I believe, or you are having this psychological issue. Now, don't hold it against you, and if it's sincere and you're just misapprehending me because of the intensity of how much you care about this stuff, then that's fine. I think if you did figure out what I believe, that you and I would definitely still have disagreements, but you would be able to voice them, you know what I mean, and then I could respond to the actual point. As far as the points you do make, these characterizations about what kind of a person, like I'm insensitive and things like this, well, that's just no, I'm not, yes, I am kind of game, and I've done my, yes, I am sensitive part. I don't have an insensitive philosophy that actually celebrates insensitivity. I possibly could be shown to have something that could be considered insensitive, but you aren't making those kinds of logical arguments of saying, no, look, Piro, this part of your thing adds up to something that we would call insensitive. So, yeah, you're not, you can try to get my goat with things like call me kiddo and stuff, but I've been online 20 years, and I do this from enjoyment. I give my opinions and comments because I'm enjoying thinking about those things on some level. And if it's some terrible thing that what I think is that I have to reject it, I still enjoy this thought process. I don't have a problem with having to reject something that's there, And basically, if you're just, being insincere and you're just doing this to piss me off, that's your desperate attempt, to get someone's goat. Well, I mean, there is a degree of, if you're just going to poke someone with a stick, you will eventually piss them off. That's true. Congratulations on that. But that's what I'm saying. If you're just bothering me, either way, this was my response. Now I have expressed, I've proven, as far as something can logically be proven, that you're not even really talking about the ideas that I brought up, and you're begging me to stop talking, and you keep going with your unilateral stuff. I mean, you are projecting like crazy, or else you're creating a character that looks like he's projecting, a fictional character. I sort of am leaning towards you're honest in that you really think what you're saying, and so you actually just are that confused, which is the good side of the equation as far as I'm concerned, because you might at one point go, okay, well, here's what I think, and it might actually be a point, and something you actually think, and it has to do, and it's an actual criticism because it actually mentions what I'm talking about. I mean, my philosophy doesn't mention not caring about sick children. It doesn't mention that there is no consensus about physical reality. Actually, both of those things are the opposite. My system does advocate caring about sick children, and happy children and all other people and living things. And my system, you know, does believe that there is a consensus. I just says, well, to know there's a consensus, you have to go check. So we went and checked. There's a consensus. Okay, done deal. I don't know what you don't get about that. And if you're just doing it to poke the stick, it's like, well, don't you have to get closer? I mean, don't you think everybody else can tell that, wait, Piro doesn't say that? Or is it for the people that can't tell you're trying to? I don't know what you're trying to do. But anyway, I'm totally open if you ever have an actual point. You know, if you wanted to make a list, oh, here's 5 questions that you won't be able to answer properly. Give them to me. I'll answer them. Whatever, anything that's a point. You know, I'm open to it. I do not discredit you from the conversation if it turns out that you're sincerely making these mistakes. You know, if you're making them on purpose to piss people off, then yeah, you're noise. But I don't think that. I think you really think this stuff. That's why I've focused on this side of you obviously have this internal whipping boy you like to project out. But, you know, you do that for some emotional need. I can't say that if you gave up that emotional need, your life would get better. I could say you'd be a better thinker, but who knows? Maybe the energy would go somewhere else and destroy the whole fabric of your lifestyle. I have no idea. But I've purged my self of the tiny annoyance of being mischaracterized constantly and of having my character impugned constantly. You know, those 2 things are like, mostly I can ignore because who cares? You know, I mean, the people that I really care what they think about me are able to make judgments on their own to that degree. But there comes a point where, no, I am that bothered. I want to process that. I don't want to have a full cup of, God, that guy's annoying. See, and now it's empty. Now it's empty. You were annoying. I reacted to it. I dealt with it. Doesn't bother me anymore. You'll probably start being annoying again. But sometimes people don't. Sometimes people that are being honest realize, well, okay, he's asking for substance. Oh, he doesn't want substance. I'll give him this. And, you know, I do want that. So do that. Have that feeling. Or not, whatever. It's your life. Bye.